sufficient for you, for me, for all of us. And finally, the days of those who dwell in the secret place cannot be shortened by disease, by devils, by difficulties. He said, the number of their days I will fulfill. Let's rise up and pray. Dwelling in a secret place. What do we find there? Provisions. What do we find there? Protection. What do we find there? Peace of God. What do we find there? Abundant grace. What do we find there? Challenges that eventually bring reward. What do we find there? Increase of faith. What do we find there? The presence of God himself, the secret place of the Most High. The promise, so sure. Deep, high, and wide. The provision of God for his sons and daughters. It's for saints. They became saints when the answer is called. They were dirty before. They were unsaintly, sinful. But when they came, heaven transformed them. And because the answer is called, when they also call, he will answer them. Pray believing, pray with confidence, pray with assurance. The fact that the wind is blowing contrary does not cancel the promise. It will soon be over. And the fact that favor has taken you to the peak and it is well, and you are enjoying provision and providence, grace will carry you on. We need this grace. We hold to his promise. We pray them into reality. The saints of old, they've gone before us. They pray through to victory. And we also are called to pray through to victory. Was it not prayer that ended the utterances of Stephen? It was prayer. It was prayer. John Wesley, he ended up in prayer. David Livingstone was found on his knee dead. It was prayer. Men of prayer, women of prayer, who tarry. There's the one they call Apostle Babalola. There's a particular place he used to go and pray on the rock, a big stone. Till today, they say his kneel, drill the stone until there's a hole on the stone. You can see clearly. Prayer. And the church is slipping into lukewarmness and the indulgence and 2 minutes prayer. And they were tired of prayer. We cannot pray anymore. Let's ask for the spirit of supplication so we can engage in prayer again. Fellowship with the Almighty. We come before his presence. We pray and pray heaven down. We pray grace down. Pray glory down. We pray the blessing down. We pray until the adversary flee away. E.M. Bond was a man of prayer. I read the story of a minister while he was praying. He went to a forest place somewhere to pray. Unknown to him that there was a python not far away. And the python was looking for food. And the man of God was sweating it out in prayer. And the python came thinking this is something for food. As the python touched him like this, the python dried up. Electricity came from heaven. Prayer. It's time to pray. It's time to pray. It's time to pray. Gradually, the COVID, whatever, is not allowing us to come together to pray again. What do we do? By the grace of God, by the time we get to the month of June, I will have finished the series of Thursday, series of Abundant Life on Thursday. Then we engage in prayer. Our revival service, we spend time to pray. We come, we just do a few things for 10, 15 minutes. The rest of it will be prayer, not just preaching. Preaching without prayer is like wanting to swallow a dry mussel without water, without stew, without soup. We need to pray down the grace of God upon our life. All discouragement, we pray them away. All the whoring, hovering, and roaring spirit of demons and devil, we pray them away. Power from on high, powers of old, divine visitation again, like ripened banana. You have to cut it down and harvest it. And prayer is that sword that brings it down. Grace of God is there. The promise of